Welcome everybody. Oh, I think we got another person coming in. Again, I'm Sarah Brown. I am the coordinator of educator recognition and communications for the Department of Education. I have been in this role for a couple of years now, and I was in the classroom prior to that. Here we have our best for all squares. My program lives in the bottom right corner of educators. Tennessee will set a new path for the education profession and be the top state in which to become and remain a teacher and leader for all. The plan for today, we are just going to go over the benefits of participation in this program. We will then go do a brief overview of the selection process, and then I'll open it up for a Q&A session. The Tennessee Principal of the Year program recognizes and honors outstanding school leaders across Tennessee. We applaud principals who demonstrate superior abilities in managing and motivating students and faculties, evoking high standards, demonstrating a commitment to excellence, implementing innovative programs, and having a track record of exceptional gains in student learning. And the Tennessee Supervisor of the Year program recognizes and honors outstanding district leaders across the Tennessee. We applaud supervisors across all disciplines who demonstrate superior abilities in managing and motivating students and staff, evoking high standards, demonstrating a commitment to excellence, implementing innovative programs, and having a track record of exceptional gains in student learning. This webinar will provide an overview of the Tennessee Principal and Supervisor of the Year selection processes and benefits of participation. So our learning objectives, if you would like to adjust them to I can statements, we can do that as well. Following completion of this training, learners will be able to identify the benefits of participating in the Tennessee Principal and Supervisor of the Year programs, understand the phases of selection for the Tennessee Principal and Supervisor of the Year programs. A few session norms. Just please remain on mute throughout the session until asked to unmute and share. And if you have any questions or comments throughout, please put them in the chat, or you can raise your hand, and I will stop and answer them as I can. So with that, let's go straight to the chat. What is one thing you hope to gain from this session? It's a better understanding of the process. Some networking among peers and ways to strengthen our district. Oh, I've not heard that one before. I like that answer. Application process. Fully understand the expectations of the process. Any others? My wait time is superb, folks. What else we got? Any other questions? Deeper understanding of the principle of your selection process and how to effectively complete the application. All right. Okay. Hopefully we can answer some of those for you today. So by participating in the Tennessee Principal and Supervisor of the Year programs, leaders have the opportunity to be celebrated and honored for making exceptional gains with students, expand knowledge of education policy and participate in local, state, and national policy discussions, serve on state level committees, and consult on department initiatives. act as a spokesperson and advocate for the education profession, and become inducted into an amazing network of statewide awardees and become connected to an impactful, ongoing body of work that engages you as a professional long after an awardee's service year. So principals and supervisors of the year are selected competitively through 5 cycles: the school, district, region, grand division, and state. So to participate in the Tennessee Principal and Supervisor of the Year process, you were selected as your representative, and each district selects their representatives through a unique process. And if you're interested in learning more about your local process, please contact your central office. So district nominations were due this year on December 17th. True or false? Please go to the chat and answer. You must be nominated at the district level to submit a state level application. If you said true, which is 100% of the people that said something, then you are correct. You have to submit the district submits your state level application. Okay. So after you've been nominated at the district level, you must complete the Part 1 application by March 4th, 2024 to continue to the region level selection process. So you have a little over a month to finish the application. You can find Part 1 of the application of each of the program's websites, as well as the direct email sent to you by me, the program coordinator. The Part 1 application contains basic information about yourself and your role, 2 written response questions, 1 video response, and an optional opportunity to submit up to 5 pages of supporting documentation. That is often where I get a lot of questions, and I'm happy to talk about that here in a little bit if you have any questions about the documentation. After all the applications are submitted by March 4th, a regional scoring committee will identify 1 region level semifinalist in each of the 9 regions for a total of 27 region level semifinalists across the state. So all region level applicants will be notified of their application decision by April 12th, 2024. So then, if you're selected as a region level semifinalist, I will provide the Part 2 application to you via email by April 12th. Part 2 applications must be submitted by June 2nd. So then Part 2 application will contain 2 written response questions, another video response, a professional resume, 2 letters of recommendation, a professional biography, and a professional headshot, and a completed signature page from your director of schools. You also have another opportunity to submit up to 5 pages of supporting documentation. The entire Part 2 application will be scored again by a statewide scoring committee who will identify 1 finalist in each region of the state for a total of 9 region level finalists. All applicants will be notified of their application decision by July 8th. Back to the chat. So please answer the following question in the chat. True or false? A statewide scoring committee will identify 1 finalist in each region of the state for a total of 9 region level finalists. You guys are on it today. So that is true. A statewide scoring committee will identify 1 finalist in each region of the state for a total of 9 region finalists. All right, so then the 9 region level finalists will complete an interview. The interview will be held virtually via Teams, generally held by me. I'm usually the one doing the interview. During the interview, finalists will be asked several questions regarding their professional growth, leadership philosophy, and achievements. And then again, a statewide scoring committee will use both the application and the interview components to identify one educator to represent each of the East, Middle, and West Grand divisions, as well as one educator to represent the entire state as the Tennessee Principal of the Year and the Tennessee Supervisor of the Year. Does anyone have any questions?
Hey, Sarah, my chat was not working. I couldn't answer the questions, but for people, if you don't make it to the next level, would those people be notified as well? I know those who do make it will be notified. For if you don't make it, will you be notified as well?
You will, yes. I will send an email same day to those that are not moving ahead, and then an email to those that are. And then those that are would get instructions as to how to proceed further. Any other questions? Yes, Alicia.
You had spoke about the video prompt. There was one video prompt. The question itself is a little confusing as well. It has 2 different video prompt questions, and question 1 says there's a 5-minute max, and then question 2 reads that there's a 2-minute max. So can you clarify, should that be a 7-minute total video where we answer both prompts, or?
Let me look at it. Which program are you in?
Well, actually, I've broken it down into a Google. I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but
are you principal or supervisor?
Oh, I'm sorry, principal.
Okay, let me look at it. Off the top of my head, I've got the teacher of the year, supervisor, and principal right now, so my brain just can't keep all the questions in my straight. So let's look at it. Scrolling. So the video response is 5 minutes, no longer than 5 minutes. What is the story of your school and what role do you play in that story? Include evidence to support your response. So both of those would be in a 5-minute video.
Okay, and then if you keep going, there's another one that says, what do you see as a major issue in education today? And it says a 2-minute max.
Is that in the form stack? Let me see. Maybe that should not be there. So I'm wondering if that's an error in the form stack, and we can check that. Yeah, you should just have one video. I'm glad you caught that. Wait, application part 1. Okay.
So we should not answer the major education issue and all of the sub questions. That's the 2-minute max video.
So it says the video. I only have what
It was in the application that was sent out.
In the online form, you should only have one video. There's 2 written response questions and 1 video. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look and see what you're looking at, because I don't see that on my end. So let me investigate that further and get back to you. Okay. I'm not really sure, because it doesn't look like that on my end, so I'm not sure what's showing up on your end. That's disconcerting.
Okay. It was I'm not sure. It was the application link that I received.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look at it because it should just be the video is what is the story of your school and what role do you play in that story.
Okay,
That
great.
should be the only video you have, and that is 5 minutes.
Okay, great. Thank you.
The application information packet, not the online form. Oh, that's probably it. It is the part 2. That may be it. Thank you, Kyle. That's what I was worried. I was not sure how that was working out. Any other questions? If you need more resources, obviously there's the Tennessee Principal of the Year and Tennessee Supervisor of the Year websites. They are available. You always can email me. You also can text me at the number of that is on my email signature. I answer texts more quickly than emails, just because I do. It's the nature of the world, right? And then I have office hours every Monday until your cycle is complete. So until March 4th, from 3:30 to 4:30. It should be 3:30, 4:30, not 3 to 4. If you need to talk to me, they're informal. If you want to just hop on and ask a question, happy to do that and talk to you. And then we will have the next just talking over part 1 application next week. Same time, same place. Well, same time, same different link, but same time, same place. And we'll go more in depth into part 1 application. All right, so in the chat, if you will, as a result of this webinar, what next step will you take to prepare for the Tennessee Principal or Supervisor of the Year process?
And Sarah, this is Judy Bell, and I'm sorry, but I'm on the road and I can't put anything in the chat, but I'm listening.
All right. Hey, Judy.
Hey there.
Attending office hours. Working on short responses, planning out the video response. Drafting response to the questions. Mapping out your video responses. Gathering information and working on the questions, playing your video responses. All right. Sounds good. Compiling thoughts, organizing final steps, drafting. As an English teacher, I approve of the drafting and outlining responses. All right. That's all I have today. I'm so grateful that you came, and I'm happy to help you in any other questions that you have. I'm happy to stay on for a little bit longer if you have any further questions. And then please feel free to text me, email me. You can call me, whatever you need if you have any questions as you are working on your applications. I will stop recording right now.